Expansion and contraction of matter. When matter gains heat energy, it expands. When matter loses heat energy, it contracts. Let's look at an example for solid. We will watch a short video on the ball and ring experiment.
This is the ball and ring demonstration of thermal expansion. We have a metal ring and we have a metal sphere. At room temperature, the sphere easily passes through the ring. If we heat the metal sphere for a few minutes, the metal sphere expands. If we try to pass it back through the ring, it won't go through the ring.
When heated, the ball cannot pass through the ring because the ball expanded. Expansion and contraction of matter. When matter gains heat energy, it expands. When matter loses heat energy, it contracts. Let's look at an example for liquid. We will watch a short video on expansion of water.
Liquid do not have any fixed linear or surface dimensions. It acquires the shape of the containing vessel. When we are heating a liquid, we have to heat it along with its container. When the container is heated, the thermal expansion of liquid does not correspond with that of the container. Hence we have to record the thermal expansion of liquid relative to the container. Take a flat-bottomed flask having a capillary tube fixed at its mouth with the help of a cork. Fill this flask with color water such that the level of water is at P on the scale. Now place the above flask in a metal trough. Pour water in the trough and heat till it starts boiling. Observe carefully the level of water in the capillary tube. You will notice the level of water falls to Q. After some time, the water levels start rising. It not only reach P, but it also move further up to R. Now we have to deduce the reason behind it. As we heat the flask, it absorbed heat and expands suddenly. However, water takes time to expand, as it is a bad conductor of heat. So the level of liquid drops initially from P to Q. After some time, liquid starts gaining heat. It expands more than the vessel. Hence, its level in the capillary tube rises to R. The conclusion of the above experiment are: 1. Liquid expands on heating. 2. Liquid expands more than solid.
Initially, the glass flask expands and the water level drops. Thereafter, the liquid in the flask is heated and expands, causing the water level to rise. Expansion and contraction of matter. When matter gains heat energy, it expands. When matter loses heat energy, it contracts. Let's look at an example for gas. We will watch a short video on expansion and contraction of gas. In hot water, gas in the balloon is heated and expands, causing the balloon to be inflated. In cold water, gas in the balloon is cooled and contracts, causing the balloon to be deflated. Now let us recap what we have learned today. Heat is a form of energy that can be transmitted, causing a change in the state of matter. Heat is not matter. Properties of heat. Firstly, heat can be felt, but cannot be seen. Secondly, heat always travels from a region of higher temperature to a region of lower temperature till equilibrium is reached. Storage of heat energy. The amount of heat energy stored in an object depends on its temperature and mass. An object with a higher temperature and higher mass would have more heat energy. Sources of heat. Examples of natural sources of heat includes the sun, volcanoes, and geysers. Examples of man-made sources of heat include starting a fire, rubbing two objects together, and electricity. Now, let's take a look at temperature. Definition of temperature. It is a measure of the degree of hotness or coldness of an object. Temperature is measured using a thermometer, or using a data logger with temperature or heat sensors. Features of thermometer includes the narrow glass tube, the bulb, and alcohol or mercury inside the bulb. A thermometer should be placed vertically into the liquid, with the bulb facing downwards. Conductors of heat. Good conductors of heat have a faster rate of heat transfer. Pure conductors of heat have a slower rate of heat transfer. A good conductor gains heat faster and its temperature increases faster. A poor conductor gains heat slower, and its temperature increases slower. A good conductor loses heat faster, and its temperature decreases faster. A poor conductor loses heat slower, and its temperature decreases slower. Expansion and contraction of matter. When matter gains heat energy, it expands. When matter loses heat energy, it contracts. Expansion and contraction of matter occurs in solid, liquid, and gas. Thank you for the effort to learn with me. Good job. That is all for today. Stay tuned for more interesting lessons from me. See you next time. Bye bye.